we are. We're live. Insight. I got Octagon Bets over there, and the product past him. See,
way over there.
So
there,
Octagon Bets is back. He's been in Miami, I think, a few times since
2 weeks.
How was that? Especially all the older dudes were jealous of you.
It was a hell of a time. Lots of how do you put this? Fun experiences.
Yes. And hopefully you can remember most of them.
I think I remember about half.
Oh, what about the Kobe poker thing? Like, I don't think we spoke about
that. Yeah, so I was supposed to go to the casino. I ended up not going because we were going to go, and then the whole issue with Masvidal happened, and we thought that Kobe might just be kind of like laying on the down low a little bit, so we didn't think that he'd show up.
Yo, imagine Masvidal ran up on you by accident, bro, thinking you were
I was going to ask that question. So would you take a punch for Kobe from Masvidal?
Yeah, so we actually discussed this, my boy and I. So my boy and my other boy, they're both collegiate wrestlers. So we determined that if we saw Masvidal and Masvidal swung at me, all three of us would take him down. I'd go for his neck, and those two would hold him down, and we'd win.
Love it.
I don't know how accurate that'll be, but
I think you could get him. But he's not rolling solo, though.
Nah, well, he only had one boy with him.
But
3v2. I think we're losing, but
yeah, I mean, Chael beat up 5, right?
He did.
Well, yeah. That's Chael.
That's Chael.
That's not
Chael.
All right, so and probably what'd you do on your week off from UFC last week? What were you up to over there?
Hockey. a lot of hockey bets.
Oh, I see you betting.
Yeah. A lot of hockey bets.
He's been having a good hockey time.
Oh, he's better with hockey than MMA, but don't tell anybody, right?
Speaking of bets, yes. Octagon bets. Did you see that in Jersey we can now bet on Call of Duty and shit?
Hold on.
Yeah.
How do you bet on Call of Duty?
I posted it up. I have a tweet about it. It was in NJ.com that we can bet on like video,
like the esports and stuff.
Esports, yes.
Wow,
it's crazy.
I might have to go look that up.
Yeah, like I hit up Drew Jitsu, who's like a degenerate gambler too, like, you know. And he was like, "What's up? Let's do it." So we need some more info. You could be the research guy thing. Maybe you could go in first. We'll send you down to Foxhole. You could check it out.
There you go.
I might have to go look it up.
He's already looking it up right now. He's like, "Hold on."
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I know nothing about it. Anyway, so we got a big card. I've been podcasting all week. I've been like a crackhead on the podcast, and so we're gonna break down this card. It's been a while, so it's good to be back. Good to have you guys here. And we'll go through fight for fight. My boys here to tell me one fight's off. I didn't know, but one fight's off. Who is it? Tabora
and Rosenstruck.
Rosenstruck, yeah.
Yeah,
I thought was free money, so I'm a little disappointed.
Me too.
Yeah, who'd you guys have there?
You want to go first?
I was gonna go with.
We both said it's free money. Oh, I was gonna go Rosenstruck. So we both thought it was like free
on that
money.
one.
I guess we'll wait to see what I have on my slide. Who I have.
Okay.
See who we're going with. Okay. All right. So here's the card. Right. We got the stack card. So here's my graphic. So you got the Zombie and Volk, which is the furthest betting line, I believe. Right. It's the largest line.
The lines are so crazy on this one.
This one was like plus 700 or right?
Yeah, Volk right now is 720 on DraftKings.
Yeah, so
money line.
I was surprised this was the biggest gap, but I guess Zombie's been through a lot, and Volk's like I don't know. He's probably just gonna outdo him, cardio him for sure. Then you got Aljo there, who's ripped right now. He looks like he's on something, man. He's ripped.
Oh, he's shredded. It's something else, bro. It's something to see.
Yeah, and he almost looks like he has some man strength behind it now. He doesn't look like skinny big. He looks like big.
Yeah. He put some hair on his chest.
Yeah, and then you got Jan over there, who's just a murderer. And then you got Burns, who's 35 now, and Chimaev, who likes to smash people. So we'll go through each fight. We'll give our picks and get it rolling. So, but first things first, fellas.
I didn't get my
agree.
What's going on? So Betts is back in now. The Tapology. You took a week off, Betts. You
I didn't take a week off. I forgot to put him in.
You were down there with Colby, watching out for Masvidal, planning in case you had to jump Masvidal. You had a lot going on.
Exactly.
Right.
We were actually going to take one and like try to go after Masvidal at one point.
Right. So you had a lot going on. You couldn't get your stuff in. So I'm 80-39. I don't know, whatever. So that's me. Product just getting going here. He's starting to go in the right direction. 22-15.
Getting there.
We had a nice week. You're doing well. 65. Me and you were close.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
We hang close. Like we're close. We're close. You know. And then if you look here, this is what you sat out. Me and Product did well that night. I mean, we represented in this group.
Gotcha.
Well, I'm second, you're seventh. Hey, we did well. I think we both had the same amount right. I had a little bit more of the things correct, I guess. But I got second place. You got seventh. Not too shabby. Hopefully this week
take it.
We all perform well, right? So, all right, let's do it. So first one we got Julio Arce and Daniel Santos. Now, I think Santos, this is his debut. Is that correct?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Debut.
It's funny. I can remember this as I do these picks.
He's 10-1. I believe it's his debut.
Yeah. Arce looks like he loses, loses. So I think he's going to win. I just have him winning by a knockout, but I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's just what I went with. What do you got?
Yeah, so apparently Arce, I missed it. I was in a work meeting, but apparently he looked just destroyed on the scales. Like
really?
I'm still taking him to win. I just think he has a little bit more experience. He has reach, 3 inches of reach. He's a little bit older. He's not like old. He's 32, but he's like just that experience level. I still think that he wins, even though he did kill himself in his cut. But yeah, that's where I'm at. He's also a Jersey guy out there at Schulman's.
Oh, nice. Product?
So I also picked Arce as well. Just the experience. He's fought way tougher guys. I did not know he was half dead on the scale, so that's definitely going to be.
That's apparent. I haven't watched it yet, but that's what I've been hearing.
I mean, he's only 5'7", so like, what's going on? I mean, 135, 5'7" is not like, I don't know, like whatever. Well, we all have him. Debut guys, we especially he's 10-1, but I think we'll be all right here. Next up, so I get Kay Hansen confused with the other girl on the card. Who's the other girl later, the blonde? Lad.
Lad.
I don't know why. I don't know why I do this, but I do this all the time. So Hansen's 7-5 prospect, right? She's like been a prospect, I feel, for a while, but she's only 22. So I didn't feel too good about this. This girl looks like Nunez in the picture, right? Like,
yeah,
look at her, right?
Little mini Nunez.
She's 7-0. They're even money. I think with UFC experience, I think Hansen actually has more. So I just went Hansen in my decision, but I don't feel like any way about it. But
yeah, so this fight, I've been riding with Kay Hansen for a while. Just the experience. She actually opened as a dog. She opened at a plus 120, shifted the whole way down to minus 110. Then she missed weight by 3 pounds. So she shot back up to like a plus 105. I still think she wins by decision. All I want for her to do is shoot a takedown. If she can get Rodriguez down, I do believe that she will win the fight outright, pretty easily decision.
Is she the girl? Is she the girl, or is it Lad that the corner's always trying to push her through? I feel like Lad's quit.
That's Lad.
Right? Yeah, but this girl, like this. You said you want a takedown, but is she the one who she never tries it?
I don't know what goes through her head,
right?
But like she's so good. She's so good on the ground and just like doesn't do it. So she fought on 271 or 272.
Yeah, she's been active.
Very recent, and she shot up. So she actually went up to 25 25, and now she's back down to 115 because at 25 she just like couldn't get a take whatever happened. Learning experience, but now she's coming back and ready to prove herself again. So I'm taking Hansen decision.
So I was on Hansen for a while. She kind of burned me a couple of times.
Yeah.
So I've kind of made it a point to fade her on this one. And then her missing the weight and scale, I didn't help either. I don't think she should be the underdog in this one to a debut fighter, but I'll take it if it's even money. So I will take Rodriguez on this one.
Just because you feel like K's burned you too many times. Yeah.
I do.
I always think that too, and then as soon as you go against them,
I'll be wrong on this one. Watch, I'll probably be wrong now because I said that.
The only thing, the only thing I feel is like this is like she was such a prospect, she was a decent prospect, and to have her lose 3 in a row, like will they? I know they've done it before to people like the blonde guy with all the muscles and shit. And is Chase Hooper? Has he lost a couple?
He lost 1. He's fighting again May 21st.
What was the blonde guy? Remember, he's all jacked up.
Oh yeah. He looked like the guy from Street Fighter.
Yeah. What was his name?
I can't think of his name.
And he got knocked out really bad in another promotion.
Because he won't even fought. Yeah, he fought at ONE FC. Oh, what's his name?
Yeah. What? But he was a prospect, and they let him get his ass whooped like a couple times in a row. But I don't know. I'm going Hanson. So
Northcutt.
Sage
Northcutt.
Oh, Sage Northcutt.
Yeah.
He's awful.
His sister fights now.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a guy with all sorts of tattoos, and Anthony Hernandez. Again, he's a draw, loss, win guy. And then you got Josh Med. I don't know how to say that, but he's from Pittsburgh. All right, man. I didn't even look at that. They're both 28 years old. I don't know much about these two, but I went Hernandez by decision. He's a slight favorite. I think he had more experience. I don't know why I did it, but I did it.
So I'm taking Fluffy here, Hernandez as well, but I'm taking him by knockout in the first round. I think he got extraordinarily lucky they didn't have to fight Duplessis anymore.
Yeah.
Who was supposed to fight?
Dricus Duplessis, the South African who's just like jack kickboxer, like absurd. Speaking of which, I thought Duplessis was gonna mess up Gastelum. But yeah, I'm taking Hernandez by knockout round 1.
All right.
Yeah, Hernandez, I don't know. He shouldn't win fights, but he wins fights. He's not bad. He gets bad opponents, but he does well.
All right.
Fluffy.
So there you go. Oh, we got J Specs in the house, but what's up, Jen? So J Specs, if you guys don't know, I can't put it to you, Octagon Bets, because you still go out and live life, but dudes like me in the product with the family and that kind of nonsense. J Specs does a cool space product. He has guests, like he has pro fighters come through, and it's a space on Twitter, and you can ask for a microphone. He give you a microphone. He goes around and asks. He does like little contests and stuff. I usually go on for the prelims. Come on, I talk some shit. It's pretty cool. He just kind of orchestrates it. It's a nice little setup. It's his spaces, and he's like a host of it. Pretty cool.
Okay.
I'll send it to you tomorrow. Bets, I know you'll be out in Hoboken doing Hoboken type things.
I will in fact be out.
Yeah, I don't want you to, but a couple, maybe like 5 years of still doing this, you'll be different. But right now, we'll let you do your thing. All right. So
I'm starting to slowly retire.
Yeah, somebody will force you into retirement at some point, and then
someone will. There you go.
right. It'll be his retirement matchup. He won't see it coming, and then rear naked choke, and that's it.
Right.
All right. So next up, this is Olnek, who is he's 500 years old. He's older than me. He looks young in that picture's face, though, right? He looks like Jake Shields right there.
I think it's an old photo.
That's an old photo. Versus Jared Vanderveer, who's only 29, but he looks older. He looks more weathered in the picture. This is the battle of a lot of losses in a short, look at all the red up there, right? The Russian's a little bit of an underdog. American, the younger American is a favorite. I went Vanderbilt by decision. I feel like about 30s when heavyweights, especially he's got the 3 losses of 5, but heavyweights I think start to figure it out a little bit around post 30, and Olnek is really old. Like I think past 42, my age it's over. So what do you guys have?
I'm taking Oleinik here. 3 losses in a row. Mad props to the guy. I just think like I would love him to get another submission. And Vander's just not that good of a fighter, in my opinion. He goes out there, he'll go out into brawls. So will Oleinik, but I just think Vander's a little bit on the sloppier side. He could get caught. And if you mess up once, you're going to get caught against Oleinik.
See, I wanted to pick Jared on this one. I really did. If he had any type of like striking and takedown defense, but I don't see it happening. It's just again, if they get into a brawl and they fall down on accident or slip and fall on accident, it's over. I mean, it's a wrap. Lennox one of those guys that can sub you from bottom, top, side. It doesn't matter. So
He
I'm
can sub you from the early bird
Right.
dinner table.
Right. I'm taking the Lennox on this one.
All right. This could be the separation I need from you two in the
Right.
Okay. Real quick, Rob posted a couple more comments. Come win Alex Pereira, the Wild Man autographed glove.
Okay.
And he's in Vegas. So Betts, if you ever go out to Vegas like tomorrow,
I'm there every month. So
yeah, you go every month. Rob is there. Rob is there. Battle of Heavyweight Disappointment. That is fact. Battle of the Heavyweight Turkey Sandwich. Yeah, and
Pretty much.
Yeah, and it'll be sad if I get ahead of you guys on Tapology because of this fight on a nice card.
I would be so disappointed.
Like, right?
Yeah.
Right? This will be sad, and I will be there to talk shit. Right? I'll be there.
You better be.
I'll be there. Next up, hey, it's Greenbrook, New Jersey. Me and Betts can go roll to this guy's crib right now where he grew up. Mickey Gall, okay? And Mickey, one of the guy I coach wrestling with, product, his brother, youngest brother, he wrestled at the local high school here. He went to AC. He might have finished 8th in our tournament at 180.
Nice.
Won a senior year, something
Mickey
like that,
Gall
189, whatever it was.
Nice.
He beat Gall in high school. Like he pinned Gall in like 36 seconds. Like Gall was a terrible wrestler at Watchung Hills High School in around 22 in New Jersey. Terrible wrestler, Gall. So that being said, I thought Gall looked good in the fight before the loss, I guess. Like he looked his striking looked better, which is weird because I don't think guys improve much in MMA. I just think like you are what you are a lot. And his striking improved. I thought he looked like almost PED'd up too. Like he looked like a little more jacked than normal, Gall. Anyway, long story short, I'm going Gall by decision here over this Mike Malott, who I think is new to the UFC as well. I think pretty new.
Yeah, this is his debut.
Gall's been in the UFC a long time, really now. I don't know why he wasn't cut, to be honest. Like, I don't get why he's still in the UFC. But
he had a win. That's why.
What?
He had a win. He goes lost win, lost win, lost win.
That's what he does, right?
Yeah.
So I got him winning by decision, but that's what I got.
I'm trying. I have Gall also submission round 2. The dude's very good on the ground.
Yeah.
I was there when he beat Jordan Williams. I faded Gall, and then I went with Gall. So now I'm going with him again. I think he's going to win.
Yeah, I might actually.
Especially just with the experience and being a dog. I don't think there's any reason he should be a dog here.
Right.
I think it's an extraordinarily flawed line. So I'm going to take advantage of that all day long.
Yeah. What do you got, product?
I'm also on the same side as Gall, and I'm not usually, especially with the Bruce Lee comment he made.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm going to side with him on this one. I watched the Mike Malott fight on Dana White's Contender Series show, and he got taken down, and he threw in the guillotine choke on the guy who took him down. So I'm not too sold on him yet. I mean, yeah, he's an alpha male fighter guy, but I'm not sold on him yet. So
yeah,
going with Gall and experience.
Yeah, Gall is a problem on the ground, and like I said, the problem is though, anytime I bet money on Gall, I feel like I get burned. But then when I don't, I get burned. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. But with that fight, obviously that's my Tapology pick. Picking Mickey Gall, he trained at Sanford for this one,
yes,
so
sir.
I think we'll see more progress. Yeah, and to be honest, he's made some progress, which again, like I don't really like put my hat on guys' progress in MMA. I don't but he has made some. But is it the opponent perhaps that they give him sometimes? No, I don't know. Like
he lost to Mike Perry. Like
he also lost to Diego Sanchez.
And Diego Sanchez. So yeah, like I don't know what to say about him.
Right. All right, next up we got Pennington versus Aspen Ladd. So I actually had my card, the little slide there. I had picked Ladd, and I had a decision both the other way. And then I was like, you know what, man? I feel like she kind of doesn't want to fight. Like I remember the one fight I watched. I thought she just wanted to leave.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty good at reading a person.
You probably watched her Dumont fight.
Yeah, whatever it was. And I remember like in wrestling product, like when you could tell when somebody wants to just get out of there.
But it's like, pin me, please.
Yeah,
pin me,
like I got
yeah.
it. I'm gonna hit the back, and I'm not even gonna fight off my back. You can just do it, okay? And like I feel like that's how she was. And like I feel like if that's your mentality, that could be your mentality again. And Pennington is a she's won 3 in a row, and she's also a veteran that can put somebody in a predicament where they might want to quit. And I feel like Ladd is a person that I'm not sure why she does this, because she maybe has. I don't know why she does this, but I saw the quit in her eyes that one fight. And once you do that, like I picked her, and maybe I thought she was the other girl, but I already did the pick of the other girl. And I'm like, wait a second, I can't pick Ladd. Like, so I changed it. So she's the slight underdog. I switched it to Pennington, the decision. That's why I did it. Once I see that quit in your eyes in any kind of sport, I that's it. So
yeah, so I mean, you got good points. I agree with her last fight, but I'm picking Ladd this time. Her last fight against Norma Dumont was at featherweight. She's a true bantamweight. She wanted to experiment a little bit going up weight. She couldn't get Dumont down. Dumont was just way too big. But when Ladd is at bantamweight, I mean, she beat Sujari Eubanks. She beat Yana Kunitskaya, who's like, they're good fighters. She goes out there, she can fight. Her last fight, I think everybody kind of saw that quit in her, just sort of like she knew she couldn't beat somebody that big, and she just kind of shut off inside. I think that's truly what got to her. I don't think it was her fighting ability or anything like that, and I think she's going to come out. I might on Tapology have her by finish, but I think I'm taking her just to win, either by decision or finish. I mean, those are only 2 ways to win, so.
I'm going with Pennington on this one. I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like she's going to be in the right mood. She's with, her girlfriend's on the same card too, so I feel like they usually fight pretty well together. I don't know. I like Pennington here. She's tough. She's durable.
Yeah.
Put pressure on.
Yeah, and I like to, again, if she, like when I first picked Ladd, if it wasn't, I looked over, I was like, oh, that's Pennington. If it was somebody regular, I might have not have switched it, but I think Pennington is tough, and I think when you like you even said, Bets, like she knew she couldn't get that girl down, and maybe that made her quit. This girl could, I think, do the same, but we'll see, right? Specs, he has a mallet, didn't train at Alpha Male this time. Okay,
ooh, good to know.
Good to know. And then he's got Ladd, added 3 more coaches, looks stronger physically. The last time was terrible. Pennington, it looked good, looking good. Going with her. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, you're playing both sides there then, Specs, says he added 3 coaches, looks stronger, but then you still went Pennington. Okay.
I will say, so Ladd looked really good on the scale. I don't know if you guys watched
really
that.
Really good. I saw her on the scale.
Yeah, she looked really good.
I think it was just her thing. She realized 45 is not her weight, 35, and she's just embracing that.
Didn't she miss 35 one time, though, real bad or something? Or so who was it?
A few fights ago, she did.
Wasn't it badly missed, though, too?
She missed it a lot. She had like a lot of issues cutting down to, who was it against? It was I just had her thing right here. So she had 1, 2, 3, 4 against Macy Chiazin. Either Ladd missed weight or Macy missed weight every fight, and then they just called it off. Like it was like 3 or 4 times, just could not do it.
Give it up.
Yeah. All right. So let's go to the next one.
Real quick, isn't Ladd the one whose mom has an OnlyFans?
Is it?
Does she?
I think it is, and I think she actually looks pretty good. Like, mom looks all right.
For some reason, I think I know that too. Like, I don't know why, but I think you are correct.
We'll figure it out.
Unless it's the other girl's only 22.
Kay Hansen does have one.
Kay Hansen has, but someone's mom has one.
All right, so
she actually looks all right.
Here's who I'm rolling with on the fight that's not happening, but I was rolling with you, Octagon Bets.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
And I had first round knockout. I feel like when Rosenstruck can get some strikes off, and Tabora is not that fleet of foot, he'll knock you out. So yeah, I was gonna go with him knocking him out. But it's not happening. But that's how I saw that going.
See, I was going to pick it. I thought it's going to be a boring fight. If it happens, I think it's going to be slow.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's not happening. So, right? Boom. Next.
Yeah.
We're almost in the main card, but not yet. We got Ian Gary, who I guess people hate this guy. Like, I feel like people want to kill him on Twitter. Like they want him dead. He has that little head on that big neck that you want to knock off his head, like the head off his neck. But He's fighting Darren Weeks, who's 5-1, moderate underdog. 28-24. These Irish guys, I feel like in boxing, they do talk a lot of nonsense. This guy says he's the third best trash talker behind Connor. And who was the other person?
Chael.
Connor
right? And Chael, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy because there's some other good talkers out there. I'm rolling with Gary, though. I feel like Irish guys, no offense to anybody Irish, I feel like they get – look, Connor had to fight Max when he was younger, and Connor probably wanted those fights when he was hungry, to fight those kind of guys. But I feel like Irish guys get pushed along sometimes a lot. Like they get, layups sometimes. So I'm going to go with the decision here by him. What do you guys have?
Let me just double check. I have Gary round 1 knockout. I think this is a fight he's being fed. Dana White's trying to push him along a little bit. I'm not very high on his abilities or his skills or his projectability, but this is a fight he should win.
Yeah, he hasn't really fought anybody, but neither has Weeks either. So
Weeks is all in one.
I do feel like it's a layup as well.
Yeah. And so Jay Specs is saying, he's going Weeks in live dog, which we could put some money on him, but he said Gary's really hittable.
Gary is very, very hittable.
Yes.
And that's the same with Patty. You know what I mean?
It's because they're Scousers, right?
Like Patty, man, he got hit again, right? Didn't he get hit again? Yeah. Like we said that. We're like, if he left hand, somebody's gonna knock him out till he gets knocked out. He's got to be ridden with, but they're protect these guys. I'm telling you, because you said they're hittable, and they're both hittable. And I guess they'll both at some point be hit. I don't think it's in this one, but you never know, right? It could happen.
Yeah.
We're on to the main card.
I love it.
Yeah.
This one.
So we got Vic Picho, is that how I say it? I forgot. Pichel. And Mark Madsen, who's an Olympic wrestler, I think if I recall.
I think it was a silver medalist.
He was silver,
He's so old, though, getting into the game. He got in so late. I remember when he debuted, I think they were all hyped on him. And I think it was sketchy, I thought, his fight. I did go Madsen by just wrestling. But he's the underdog slightly, which is, he is a prospect at 37, but he's just a wrestler, right, guys? Is that all he is?
Basically, yeah. Like a beast of a wrestler.
Yeah, a beast. So silver medalist is a real wrestler. So I got him by wrestling. So that's what I got him by.
Yeah. So the fight that you're thinking of wasn't his debut. It was his Clay Guida fight, his last fight. That was his third fight. This is his fourth fight. I was at that fight, cage side. I thought Guida won personally.
Right.
But it could have gone either way. You could argue it either way. But I'm still taking Madsen here just by wrestling, like you said. I just think Vince, I don't know why he's on the main card.
Right.
I don't know why Mark's on the main card.
Right.
But
yeah.
I don't want to hate on either guy. Vince is super entertaining to watch, super kind of weird guy.
He's 39 too.
He's 39. I mean, Madsen's 37, but he's an up and coming 37-year-old, which is weird to say, but I just think
he's like a Randy Couture. There you go.
But he's only 155 pounds. That's not you can't be old in that kind of division. I feel I don't know.
It's a fast division.
I don't think he ever beats a ranked guy, but Pichel's not ranked. He should be able to win this one and then make a sort of an advancement, probably a ranked opponent next,
and then get beat up by somebody that could not get taken down and punch him.
Yeah.
What do you got? Product wrestler?
So I'm a little biased, obviously. I'm going to go with the wrestler in this one. Pichel's getting a lot of love right now because of the Miller fight, though. So he was able to kind of grapple with Miller, kind of stuff some of his stuff, and stop his submission attempts. But other than that, I mean, what's he really done?
I don't know.
I think it's going to be the big question is going to be his gas tank, obviously, for Madsen.
Right.
But Madsen's over there with Henry Cejudo's camp right now. So I think they're going to be ready for this. I think it'll be a decision, but I think it'll be Madsen all the way.
Yeah. So we all agree kind of on that. So we got Jay Specs. He says Pichel will be on our spaces in 2 weeks. See, he gets the guys in. So we might have to hide from Pichel though. If he wins, and we all picked against them, or we can
just don't clip this.
Yeah, cut this part out, right?
Yeah, we're not gonna clip it. He won't watch it then. All right, so next we got this is like the sexy fight, right? The sexy time.
Oh, this one I'm excited for.
Whew.
Oh, back to why those guys are on the main card. Like I guess the Rosenstruck was pulled, but I'd rather see that Rosenstruck probably, at least because he's gonna do some like kickboxing over the like mats and just holding a guy down. No offense, product, but anyway, so we got the sexy time. We got Mackenzie Dern in a gi in her picture. She's in a gi. All right, it's pretty nice. This dog, man. So and then we got Tisha Torres over here, who's still only 32, which is pretty good because I thought she was older than that. So Dern coming off a loss, Tisha Torres winning 3 in a row. I have Dern by decision. What do you guys got? I got to yell at you.
I got Dern submission round 2. I think she's going to be the first person to finish Torres. Torres is like a beast wrestler. She's good on the ground, but like, really, what are you going to do? Go to the ground with Mackenzie Dern? Like, that's like saying you're going to go to the ground with Charles Oliveira. Like, I just don't see it happening. And if she does, I think it's going to be a mistake, and Dern's going to submit her.
I do also have Dern by decision. I mean, I think it'd be lopsided, like completely lopsided, but Dern all the way.
There you go. I'm trying to mute because when these dogs are getting stupid. All right, so we have, let's see, we have next one. So we have, here we go. So I put this in gold because the three main fights are gold here, right? So it's Chimaev versus Burns, and let's see. I have Chimaev by KO TKO in round 2. I feel like Burns is like susceptible in the second round, like with Usman and whatever.
You're muted.
Oh, sorry, muted. Sorry, I did want to talk about the having the COVID. It's his second fight back. Me and Beth's talked before. He did wrestle what was the guy he wrestled again?
Lee.
What's his name?
In a wrestling match.
Oh, in wrestling, Hermanson.
Hermanson, yes. and his gas tank looked good there because that was
looked unbelievable,
very cardio based. But you know, if somehow Burns can get him in the deep waters, it's only a 3-round fight though, right?
3 rounds, yeah.
Yeah, so I think there's no chance. And Burns would have to get him like, and somehow Chimaev has no gas tank, which is not. We don't think that's the case either. So I have Chimaev by KO in the second round, but he's a massive favorite. So sometimes when these favorites are so massive, we're going to talk at the end about what to do about this. Because, you know, for Tapology to stay ahead of you guys, I got to pick who I think is going to win. But for money-wise, when there's money out there, we got to make plays. So I do have Chimaev by second round TKO. KO. What do you got?
Yeah, so my Tapology pick is the exact same. Chimaev round 2 TKO. I just think I talked inside a little bit beforehand. Chimaev's a middleweight going welterweight. Burns is a lightweight going welterweight. I just think out of pure size, Chimaev's just going to dominate him. However, if you look on DraftKings, you see Burns by submission at plus 1,500. I'm all over that. I'm going to be playing that because I think what's going to happen is that Chimaev could see like a path of victory on like a ground and pound TKO almost. And if he gets caught up in a triangle or an arm ball or some like freak submission that Burns just throws up, I could see that as a very plausible way of winning. So my money's on Burns submission, but I'm taking Chimaev to win.
I'm also going with Chimaev. I think TKO KO is going to happen. Probably a little later, so late second or in the third, but I'm going with that as well. I'm watching a lot of tape of him wrestling with black belts in Thailand. So I think he's ready for a little bit of defense there.
Yeah. I guess, you know, I was thinking about betting the Burns KO, but maybe the Burns slapping on some crazy submission is the only way he wins, maybe. Because
so Burns by KO is plus 1,100. Yeah.
I mean, maybe put a little on both of that. I don't know. I will talk at the end about that, though. So we got Specs here, Tiny Tornado. So, you know, sometimes you fall in love with these things, you know. Maybe Jay Specs is a Torres backer. He doesn't like the gi. He likes, you know, whatever. Then we got can't pick this one. Just want to enjoy. I'm hoping Burns upsets maybe Chimaev. Yeah, I don't know. Chimaev seems like a decent dude. You know,
He
his
did get
mom.
thrown off stage during the weigh-ins. It
Yeah,
was hella
what
funny.
happened today? Was there some kind of like there was
No,
some
like they're like boys, like they don't hate each other, but Shimav's just like a crazy dude. So he just started getting burnt his face, and security grabbed him and just like threw him off the stage.
Yo, my man is scarred up everywhere too. These
Right.
Chechens, bro. Like these Chechenians, I don't know what happens, but I don't know. Anyway, let's hit the next one. So we got Aljo. So Aljo again looks
Interesting
massive to
pick.
me in some of the Twitter things I've seen. Obviously, if you live under a rock, there's the knee. While he was trying to get up, and then he's down rolling around, and people loved Aljo on Twitter up until this, and then he became like a heel off of this. Jan, I wasn't sold on Jan fully until he manhandled Aljo at every aspect of MMA, and what he did to Sandhagen. Sandhagen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sandhagen.
when he did a Sandhagen, I was like, wow, because Sandhagen, I think, is pretty good. Then I started really seeing, wow, Jan might be something special. He's only 29. I thought he was actually younger than that, but he's still only 29. I think if he gets the belt back, he keeps it for a while because Aljo, he's 23, and Aljo's like, was the guy that could maybe get with them, and then he was so manhandled. So the only hope for Aljo I see is he had a very bad night, which happens in sports and happens in fighting.
Right.
But to have a bad night in every aspect of MMA is just so rare to me. Like if somebody ragdolls you, outstrikes you, like can submit you, like when they can do all that to you, I don't know if we can chalk it to a bad night, but if he wins, then he had a bad night that night, right? So he's a pretty big dog. For my Tapology to stay ahead of you guys again at this point of the night, tomorrow night, I got Jan by submission in round 2. What do you got?
I'm taking Jan by knockout in the 4th round. Like you said, Tapology, that's my pick. However, I think Aljo's a live dog here. I hate to say it because, like, I hate this dude. I didn't hate him before, but, like, now I kind of lost a little bit of respect for him. He's a monster. He's ran through the division. In the first fight, I rewatched it. He got Jan down decently easy. If he wasn't like an idiot on the ground and tried to jump that submission that he did and end up losing position and then just manhandle from there on out, I thought he could have potentially even won. And he just looks better than he ever has before. So like my heart's saying pure Jan. My Tapology says it. I will not bet it, but I just have a feeling that Sterling might win.
I mean, look how big he looks there. This is on he looks big.
I think if he comes out in the first round and submits Jan, it wouldn't be the most surprising thing in the world to me. But I think it'll only happen in the first round because, like, Jan also kind of takes the first round off a little bit. He kind of figures out his opponents, looks for different ways that he could like piece up his opponent. He did against Sandhagen. Sandhagen won the first round. Aljo didn't win the first round, but he competed in the first round.
Do you think he'll still do that just by how he operates, or you think he's angry and might come out with a different?
Well, that's what nobody knows.
Which could also hurt him too, by the way, if he doesn't do what he normally does.
So he's never fought a guy twice, so I don't know how he's going to be in a rematch. He spent a lot of time with Aljo in the first fight. I don't think he knows Aljo though, and as much as like we think he does. So I do think he's going to come out a little bit more patient, but I think if he comes out like angry, it's just going to hurt him in the end.
What do you got, Product?
So I'm going with Jan on this one. I feel like it's going to be a TKO situation, just out of the fact that he's so pissed off at him right now. He wants to finish this fight. I think he'd probably have if Aljo gave his neck, he'd probably still punch him anyway, which is one of those situations. And I do agree, if Aljo actually paced himself a little more, he put a lot of pressure on him and stayed in his face the entire last fight. I think if he keeps back a little bit and works his distance, works his range, and then uses the wrestling that way, I think he can kind of steal a couple rounds easily. So still go with there, Jan, but if it does go, I could see an Aljo decision. It's still a pretty decent price right now.
Let me ask you this, Product. the 4-inch reach, obviously Aljo's not going to really use that in a striking battle with Jan.
He can't.
He's not really capable, right? But does that 4-inch reach, and like Betts was saying, like when he had him down instead of jumping to submission, can he use that reach on the ground to keep Jan down?
You can. So you can use a lot of things like kind of like nitpicky, but like when you're grappling, right? You can just literally grab somebody's biceps and hold them straight out. And it's enough to like frustrate somebody for a second or two. It's also really great for chokes, right? So like Darce chokes, really easy when you have longer arms and you're one of those like long, scrappy guys. So
I wonder if Aljo's worked any of that, like, you know, to
probably.
like, because like he does have that reach, and looks like he might. I'm not saying
Phil Davis is another one.
What?
Phil Davis is great at using like his reach, so he'll reach behind the guy's back with like a Kimura hold, and he'll hold arm and kind of punch and do stuff like that as well.
Yeah, that's the Dagestani handcuff.
There you go. That's the word.
That's the behind the back, like looks like a Kimura, but it's not. It's just a hold.
But he's great at it.
Yeah, and Aljo kind of is built like Phil Davis a little bit. Looks like right now, actually. Now we talk about it. All right, so we got a couple more things from Specs.
I might actually switch to Sterling.
Yeah. Giving away Aljo autographed 8x10 in my Twitter. So there you go. He's gonna. As for you, Octagon Bets, you can have an Aljo, bro.
Hey, I would love that.
Aljo shocks the world and gains all his fans back. Yeah, I mean he's got to, right? I mean that's what he needs to do. All right, so let's get to the main event here. So we have now. This should have been Max Volk 3, right? Should have been. Which is kind of sad, really. I mean, like everybody likes the zombie. There's nothing to not like. If you're like, I don't like the zombie, like you guys, you got to like the zombie, right?
Right.
It's like not liking Stephen Thompson, like. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, what I don't like about Stephen Thompson is he can't get off the bottom. When he can't get off the bottom, that frustrates me watching. Like the Burns fight we talked about.
It's so sad. It's just like demoralizing. Like,
yeah, like you're like get up, Stephen. But like the zombie, I feel like. You know, he's been in the UFC for so long. Like, like sometimes I'm like, wait, is that the same guy? Because they'll give his name. Like, oh, that is still the zombie. Like, he's still here. He's getting another title shot. Like, he fought Aldo for the title, right? Like, right?
Yeah, and dislocated his shoulder. That was that fight.
Like I mean, like, you know, I mean, this is still this guy, right? Like, so, you know, he's only 35, which is pretty, and Volk's 33, but Volk was playing rugby and 200, 300 pounds, you know, at some point, right? Now he fights at 144. Anyway, so I got Volkanovski. Like his gas tank to me is different. He outgassed Max twice, which again I don't think will be looked at as what it is until years from now. Or like, dude, like he outgassed tank Max twice. It's outrageous. You know, to me, Max's gas tank is ridiculous, and this guy outgassed him. Volkanovski would be the guy that I would like to lose if a champ would lose, or like over Chimaev or Jan, because he's not that exciting to me. He's a thinking man guy. I like my MMA a little more brutal. Like I don't mind the thought. I could see the thought. It's not that I don't appreciate the thought of Volkanovski. You know, even it doesn't like I don't know. It's not that exciting to me. As maybe I just like more blood, or like you know when BJ Penn, I was talking the other day when BJ Penn used to beat people up, like they would just be like, their faces would be destroyed. Like he just like and Robbie Law, like when they hit you, like you're destroyed. Like Volkanovski can hit you like 300 times, and you're like not marked up really. You know, like, you know.
He messed up Ortega's face, but it was also Ortega's.
But everybody messes up Ortega's face.
Yeah.
So, anyways, 23-1. He's a huge favorite. This is the biggest line, which is crazy to me. I feel like the Chimaev line maybe should have been bigger, but I guess because he's not proven Vegas won't do this kind of line. This line is really big. That's right here. For my pick on I don't see the zombie's path to victory here. Unless Volk 33, unless his chin goes somehow, which I don't
Volk
see
has
that.
a freak chin.
Huh?
He has a freak chin.
Yeah, chin and cardio is how he wins, and smarts and IQ. But I have Volkanovski grinding him down and finishing him in the fourth. I think the zombie's game, but in the fourth he'll just be like Ortega, like when he's in the fourth versus Max. And he's like, we don't want him going out again. Don't send him out. Like even though it's Volk who's just like not doing tremendous damage, it's just like he's gonna be spent from the pressure, and that's it.
Yep, I got the exact same pick. Volkanovski, 4th round TKO. I'm gonna throw a little bit of money on Zombie by
Yeah,
knockout in round 1, just cause like it's like
never
plus
know.
like 4,000 odds, right? So might as well.
Hmm.
But nah, Volkanovski should have a very easy time with this fight.
I was gonna say fourth as well, but so maybe I'll say fifth. All right, I'll go with Volkanovski TKO in the 5th round. I do think he's just gonna wear him down and just finish it off.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, again, I would like to see the Zombie win. I think that would be great. It's almost like those boxers that don't get the belt till they're really old,
Right.
and that would be like who, like got Teixeira, right? Like,
Yeah.
Glover,
like
yeah.
yeah, it'd be like Glover getting the belt here, which it happens. This is a fight, right? So when the
Yeah.
odds are that big, like Rousey's odds used to be, you almost have to put money on that kind of number in MMA because it's a fight. Like anything can happen. Dude could break his leg. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
anything can happen. We've seen a lot of that. We got Specs again. Alexander Volkanovski wins this. I don't think the Zombie has anything different or better
He
than Max.
doesn't.
Yeah. Well, he's not
No.
better than Max, but it's a fight. So, the lucky punch can happen. You don't bet your paycheck on it, but you don't have to because the odds are so crazy, So let's hear some parlays from the guys here. Let's do some
Yeah.
parlays.
So let me pull it up. Where is it?
Yes.
Uh
Because this card, I feel like, is a parlay card. Like everybody's got their picks for like this kind of stuff. Tapology, keep our records right, the logical, going with what is gonna happen. But you gotta bet what could happen, right?
Right.
yeah.
So
So my big parlay that I'm really throwing a lot on is a 2-legger. It's Mackenzie Dern and Mark Madsen.
yeah.
Both open as dogs. Dern's a favorite now, not a super heavy favorite, basically even. You get a good payout out of that, north of plus 350. So I'll be living or going homeless on that 2-legger right there.
All right. So I put together. So I put Gall,
You gonna put
Pennington.
the devils in it?
Yeah, but
You can put a hockey.
no. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep this one MMA. So Gall, Pennington, put Volkanovski finish and Darren Torres to go the distance. That's plus 1523 now.
Okay. So
I'll
hey,
probably get
if
another
you
4-legger.
Yeah, if you add Madsen to that, it's plus 3229. So it's not bad.
there you go. So the product is trying to get you something out of that.
Trying.
Just
I
try
like
it.
that. That's keyword trying. It's always
Trying.
that.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
You can
So
probably throw in Chimaev Burns by finish. Boost it
I
even
thought
more.
about it. Yeah. I might. I'll write that one down.
Throw a little bit
now,
on it.
and is there any thought to Chimaev not finishing him early and like taking that over or no? Like something weird like that or the under?
So the over under right now for that's 1.5. The under's a minus 165. The
Okay.
over is like a plus like 120. I'm taking the over in that if I had to put my money on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chimaev's crazy. He probably finishes him under 1.5, but like there's a chance that Burns can actually hold his ground, unlike these other guys, and make it last a little bit longer than just like 20 seconds. So yeah, I would personally just take the over 1.5 just because it's positive money, but I don't know. It's a tough call.
Yeah.
So somebody told me to the Jarrett and Olenek fight, the over under was favored towards the under. So I wouldn't be surprised that one went a little longer as well.
Yeah. Well, hey, what are the fight plans here? Product. What's your Saturday look like? I did on my last podcast. I said what my Saturday looks like. I told the people. So what's it looking like tomorrow?
Pretty chill. Very like PG. Might do some egg dyeing or something like that. Nothing nothing crazy. Some
All
beer.
right.
I don't know.
All right. And Bets, what's going on now?
So I'm not going to be in Miami for it, but I'm probably just going to stay in and watch it. And then, but I'm going to go out before and then I'm going to go out after.
There you go.
Yo,
during the fights, I'm gonna stay in.
I do have to say that's something that I like. So when I was in AC for Pitbull was the Masvidal fight. I did go back to my room for the last two fights, and my cousin just held up. He was watching my dogs. Held it up so I could watch because I had paid for it for him. Watch the fight on the TV because I don't like to watch out. Like it's too much going on for me.
I like to hear
to focus on what's happening. Like and people get like I don't know. I watched the Buffalo Wild Wings once maybe 5 years ago. I was like I can't do this. It's too much going on. I can't.
The meatheads suck too, man.
It's true. You watch it and there's a fight on at a bar. Everybody suddenly thinks that they're a fighter. So it's just it's not fun. Like I don't enjoy it at all. I go out of my way not to go out there and fight.
Especially in Jersey, right? Like I mean, we are pros at that. Like these guys have watched it. Then they're gonna step outside and want to fight everybody too, right?
Yeah, but you guys actually got Dylan Dennis in the crowd sometimes, so that's different.
That's funny. I was just about to say, he just said he tweeted out. I put it on the show. I'm a woman's dream and every man's nightmare. And I'm thinking, bro, you got submitted by the security guards, bro. What are you talking about? He's
one of my good friends is a cop down there, and was at the Dennis arrest.
Oh, jeez.
But no, I mean Phil Haas lives in Hoboken. There's some fighters here in Hoboken.
Nice.
So we got one more comment here. Chopping it up with UFC middleweight Chris Curtis during the Twitter Spaces and playing for the Alex Pereira. So Chris Curtis is going to have in that space. So again, when you're done dying eggs product, I'll stop. I usually stop by there for the prelims. So what I do is I got to move some rock dust tomorrow. Okay, that's the man.
Rock dust.
I got to put it around my pool.
Dirt?
You
mean dirt?
Gravel? What is that?
It's not gravel. So it's what you put. It's what you put under rocks, Bets, so that you don't have to buy as many rocks.
I've never heard of this before.
So rocks are expensive. Okay.
Yeah.
Rock dust is cheap. Rock dust goes under rocks. You could level it. And it pats down. It looks like dust, but it's heavy. So I got to move that. Right.
Okay.
After that, I have a coaching car wash to go to. Actually, before that, I got the pool guy coming at 8 to open the pool. I got to be up tomorrow. Then I got a car wash. Then I got to move rock dust. Okay, that's at that point I'm starting to get itchy. But by the way, Golovkin's on at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
The who?
Really?
Golovkin, Triple G.
Oh yeah. No, that's nah, bro. You're in trouble for that one. He's on 5 a.m. Sunday morning.
Oh, it's Sunday morning.
I think it's Sunday morning at 5 a.m.
I thought it was tomorrow morning, Saturday morning.
I saw April 9th. I don't know if it's April 9th that time or our time.
Wait,
but I'm
April 9th
sure.
is tomorrow.
Yeah, but I think it's the events like that. Hold on.
Oh, if it's Sunday, I'll be happy because I'll get right onto it. Right. From it. I'll go right to it.
If it's on in the morning, I'm.
If it's tomorrow morning, I'm done. I'm not. I got too much shit going on. I'm not getting up at 5.
I'm trying to watch it. That's why I was confused.
I like how we have. I like how we have the 3 squares here. So clearly, Octagon Bets is living the young single life. I'm somewhere in the middle down here, and then we have full on dad mode over here, going to Home Depot and.
But yeah, wait, you're full on dad mode. You're doing eggs. My daughter's 11, almost 12. I'm not doing eggs, so. I'm moving.
I got one thing to do though.
Ready. Okay. So, and then after that, I'm gonna start itching to get ready to go for this, and then boom, I'll crack my first beverage in 2 weeks, and then it's like Frank the Tank, it hits the lip.
Yo, we're similar. I gotta be up early, hit the gym, and then I got 11 a.m. mimosas.
Yeah, so I won't be that early, but I'm gonna think 5, 6 p.m. I'll start. What time is the prelims?
6:30. 6.
So I'll start right at 6:30. So I'm gonna go to that vindictive chat group. I'm gonna go there because I like. You ever see that guy's Twitter? He's like street fights.
It's fantastic.
Yo, I'll hop in that if you send me an invite or anything.
I'll get the invite for you. Yeah, it'll be early. You
Rob, I'll catch you later.
There's no screen. There's no sound. It's just talk shit. Hop in, right? And then I'll be in the spaces with Rob. And he'll give me the mic, and then I'm going to talk shit.
I'll hop in those. It could be fun. I'll join you.
Yeah,
when I'm above you in Tapology, you'll know.
Right. And then what happens is I'll jump in the Rush Hour MMA. I'll watch Jay cover the fights a little bit. Then my buddy comes over that we watched for the last 10 years, watch fights together. He was away last week, so he's back. So then we'll get into it. And then by that time, everything will be taking effect, and I have to get off of communication. You know, I'm out. Right. And then I'll be focused, hyper-focused on the fights. And then if you are correct, I'll roll right into Golovkin. Talk to me.
I'm thinking it might be like this morning.
I think so too.
Because if you think about it, right, like Japan's so far ahead that it would be Saturday night there. So it'd be Saturday morning here.
Right. And that sucks.
That really does, because now I can't go out tonight.
Yeah. And Golovkin is 30. He's old, man. Like, yeah, I feel like Canelo set him up, man. Like, you know, it's
Hey, if he wins, he is Canelo.
Big drama show. So anyway, that's fights are back. It was good to get you guys back on. And, you know, early on, I'll be talking shit about the Tapology. Then I'll go into my zone. And then I'll talk shit Sunday again when I'm on top.
Hey, perfect. Guess we're not going to hear you talk shit.
Hey, DM me those parlays because I'm going to put some in. And just DM me what you guys have.
I got you. I'm going to finalize more. I'll send them to you tomorrow morning.
I like to see it because I'm definitely trying to get into that.
So, rock dirt.
Anyway, hey, good to have you guys. I'm going to hit the music.
Enjoyed it.
We'll see you guys.
See you guys later. Good luck.
Perfect. I'll catch you guys out for tomorrow.